Hey everyone, we're gonna get started in just a minute. Hey y'all! Thanks everyone so much for joining. I see a lot of people tuned in. Super excited about that. We're gonna get started now. Thank y'all for paying attention and listening to that music. I tried a new one, so hopefully you liked that. It was electropop. So if you like that, let me know, and I'll definitely play that in future streams and let the other coaches know as well. So thank y'all so much for coming. Welcome to Global Hack Week Day 2. We are officially kicking off Day 2 now. And I know y'all had a great blast yesterday. We're going to do a quick recap of all the things that we did yesterday and all the fun things that y'all got up to during the streams from all of these streamers yesterday. So before we get started, just make sure that y'all check in. Make sure that you use that check-in link and check in for this event for your points. Make sure that you get those points. You're here, and I want y'all to get those points. I'm going to leave it up for a couple more seconds, and then I'm going to take it off and go ahead and get started. Thank y'all for coming. I'm going to take it off now. Okay. So just to get started, welcome to day 2 of GenAI week. This is our generative AI week, and I'm really glad y'all are here. We're going to get started on day 2. We just had day 1 yesterday. And even if y'all are in different time zones and this is technically not day 2 for you yet, we're going to consider this day 2 for streaming purposes. So super excited to introduce y'all to all the new streams that we have for today and all the streams that we had yesterday. So, meet your MLHers. Hi, I'm Varshni. I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. As you can see, I'm a coach from MLH in my profile, and I've moved 13 different times throughout my life. That's a fun fact about me. If any of y'all have moved a lot in the past before, let me know. Drop it down where you've been. I've been to a couple different countries. I've been to India, the United States, I've been to the UK, a lot of different places. So, let me know what your favorite place is. Let me know where you've moved. I'd love to get to know y'all a little bit better. So I just wanted to check in really quick and see how yesterday was for y'all. If y'all could enter that in the chat really quick. Any feedback from yesterday? Emojis, smiley faces. How are your streams yesterday? I know there was a lot of streams yesterday, or at least for day 1. A lot of really great content. In fact, I just came from my stream 1 hour ago about GenAI tools. So if y'all were able to go to that, thank you so much for coming. But if not, no worries. We stream them and record the videos, so they are live on YouTube if you want to watch. So if anyone wants to talk about how their experience was yesterday, that would be great. I know I definitely had a blast listening to some of the streamers and some of the MLH coaches talk about their different technology tools and have some really, really intelligent people give demos about really cool tools. Just wondering if anyone wants to go ahead and talk about how their experience was yesterday with the streams. I know a lot of y'all went to a lot of different streams, but if you're tired from the events of the day, no worries. We can go ahead and move on. But if y'all at any point want to talk about yesterday or any specific streams that you really like, give a shout out to a streamer, definitely feel free. Ooh, we have a comment, Musheng Moses, I don't know how to pronounce that, says that yesterday was awesome. VO3 was the bomb. Great. I'm sure the person that streamed that would absolutely love to hear that, and hopefully they see this later. But thank you for telling us how your day was yesterday. That's great. We're going to go ahead and move on, but if anybody else wants to talk about it, feel free. So now we're going to go over a quick recap of all of the events from yesterday. So just in case you see something here that piques your interest, you're like, ooh, I should have gone to that stream. Make sure you check it out. It's on our YouTube and on our Twitch. We record it live for y'all, just so you can always have it to look back on. So we did go to a workshop with the Clarify team. Here's a screenshot from that, and that was a really, really cool workshop / stream. They were a lot of really interesting questions for the streamers, and we talked about training AI models for different purposes and exploring a lot of different AI models. So that was pretty cool. And then we went to a second stream where we worked on a Q&A interface powered by GenAI with Oracle Apex. Definitely sounds like a mouthful. Was a very, very interesting stream. We had a lot of work done in Oracle Live Lab. We worked on personal projects and also went through the Oracle Apex general information. So that was really, really interesting. If y'all are interested in Oracle or want to learn some more about that, definitely make sure you check out that video. Then we ran a chatbot on ARM servers. Very cool. I'm sure y'all have definitely experienced a lot with chatbots, used them, created them, dealt with them in hackathons. And now we created them on an ARM server, which is really cool. They ran a demo there. So in case you're interested, you're confused about what an ARM server is, or you want to see more about chatbots, definitely make sure to check out that video. They have a really cool demo in there that I think y'all would very much enjoy. Then we made Your Database Talk, a very fun name for a stream. They basically had the database talk back to them in terms of explaining what was in the database and having a lot of questions there. So that was really cool. So if you've ever been confused about what's in your database and what you need to know about that, definitely make sure you check out that stream. It was a very cool stream. I didn't know databases could talk back to you. So, you learn something new every day. Then we got introduced to Google AI Studio by Paige. Definitely make sure y'all check that out. I think it was a very, very detailed stream. You know, it says intro, but there's a lot of really, really important and cool information, like this diagram that I thought was super cool about like research goals and how the AI studio model works. It was really interesting that Paige went more into how the model works, rather than just, you know, covering a lot of baseline. All that extra information and content was really, really lovely to see. Then we got good with Git. We didn't get good with Git, we got good with Git because everyone went to that stream, got very good at Git. And we had this really amazing diagram that I thought was pretty cool. And we understood a lot about Git, a lot of different things about pull requests and push requests. So if any of y'all are new to Git or want to be more well versed in Git, make sure you check out that link. Brian talks a lot about very interesting things with Git and more information. So definitely make sure to check that out. Then we took our first steps into neural networks. Very cool. We had a intro to neural network session in PyLab and the Google Colab notebook, and it was very, very cool to watch. So if any of y'all are interested in neural networks or have been hearing that term a lot, because I feel like it's been buzzing around a lot, and I think I hear it very, very frequently at hackathons. So definitely make sure that y'all are able to check that out if you're interested in neural networks. And I see Mushenji Moses again. Yeah, it was awesome. Touched on different models and the real world use cases. So yeah, I mean, you have a fellow community member definitely saying that it was a great workshop. So if y'all think that that sounds interesting, definitely make sure to check out that video. It was definitely a great stream. Then we started setting up your local GenAI model. So we had a really, really well-detailed presentation about how LLMs work, training and inference, a lot of different really good general information. So check that out if you're interested in that. Then we took a very deep dive into Linux. I feel like people say Linux, but I think it's Linux. And we took a deep dive. We got some more information about that. And a lot of really good questions were asked in that one too about Linux. Because I think Linux is a very, very useful piece of information to know, but I think it's very rare to know. So definitely check that out if you want to gain some more knowledge on something that's a little bit more unconventional, a little bit less common. Then we explored GenAI dev tools with me, Varshni. Thank y'all if you showed up to that. That's me from earlier today. We explored a really cool workshop. We went over 3 really cool GenAI tools: Hugging Face, Streamlit, and Cursor. So if any of those sound interesting, please go ahead and check out that video. It was a really cool demo, and we did a demo for each of the tools that you can do at home, less than 3 minutes. So a really great intro into GenAI tools. Then we just had our workshop. Some of you might be fresh off of that workshop, but we had our we made better hacks with and faster with GitHub Copilot with Way. Some of y'all might just have gotten off of that one. It just ended like 10 minutes ago. And that was a workshop about GitHub and building better hacks with GitHub Copilot. So if y'all are at hackathons and you want to learn some more about tools, those past 2 workshops are really, really good for you. The first one's GenAI Dev Tools, talking about Cursor, and this one's GitHub Copilot. So really, really good GenAI dev tools for y'all to use at hackathons and personal projects as well. So now that we've gotten over that really, really nice recap from yesterday, let's go over what's happening for today. So if y'all need, definitely make sure to check out that schedule link. I'll put it in the chat for y'all. But make sure that you're checking out that schedule. That is exactly where all of our information regarding schedule will be: timings, links, registration links. So definitely make sure to click on that link. Registration is really important for points and just in general to make sure that you're being counted for being present for the whole stream. So make sure to check out that link if you're curious about what's happening and when it's happening. A little bit more in detail about what's happening today, though. So first, we've got Ryan Lalu up at 1 p.m. ET. He's doing his Figma to Code learning design with Figma Dev Mode. So in this one, you can get hands-on with one of the most developer-friendly and widely used tools in the market. Figma's Dev Mode is honestly a game changer for turning designs into super powerful code. So if y'all are artistically inclined or want to turn in some of your designs into code, definitely make sure to check out that workshop with Ryan. It's really, really interesting. He's been doing it for a while, so it's definitely really great. Then we've got another event by me. I'm running a Tetris mini event at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Take a break from hacking. I know we've got a lot of streams for y'all, and it's a lot of technical content and really, really difficult information, and very, very like lots of learning material. So if you just want to take a break and meet some of your other community members and me, then definitely feel free to come to the Tetris mini event. It'll be in the voice channel in Discord. I'll post an announcement about it right before. But definitely make sure y'all join that if you want a break. We run these mini events for y'all so you can take a break and not feel so stressed all the time or always learning information. So definitely make sure to stop by and we'll play some Tetris and I can meet y'all, and I'd love to. Then we've got our next stream up with UT at 5 a.m. ET. He's building a doodle platform in React.js, part 3, actually. So if any of y'all have tuned in for part 1 and 2, make sure you tune in for part 3 because this is going to be a really nice continuation of this project that UT's been doing. So basically just take your front-end skills to the next level. You'll be able to make a really cool interactive doodle app that UT is going to teach you how to do. So definitely make sure to join in for that. Even if you weren't able to make it a part 1 and part 2, totally okay. We record them on YouTube, so just make sure you give those 2 videos a quick watch so you can be on track for part 3. And then we've also got part 4 right after that at 8 a.m. DT. UT is running Building a Doodle Platform in React.js part 4. So that, I believe, is the final part in that stream. So if you watch part 3 and you're just absolutely hooked, make sure you tune in for part 4 and give UT some support for running that 4-part, very long, very technical session. Then we've got Vincent at 10 a.m. ET. Vincent is running Intro to AWS AI Tools. They will be running a stream that tells you and teaches you about how to build intelligent applications in the cloud powered by AWS. So if y'all don't know what AWS is, or if you're just learning about it, hearing about it really often, definitely make sure to tune into this stream. It's a really cool intro to AWS AI tools, and I think it gives you a lot of knowledge for just general everyday conversations, not necessarily just hackathons as well. Then make sure you join Way for Today in Global Hack Week Day 3. Join Way at 12 p.m. ET, and you're just going to get exactly what you got here, but for Day 3 and maybe some more surprises along the way. But Way's going to be covering what we did in Day 2 and what we're going to be doing in Day 4. Way's going to be covering what we did in Day 3 and then covering what we did in Day 4. So definitely make sure you tune into that. If you liked this recap, and you like knowing what videos we did to see what you want to look into, definitely make sure to join in for that, and you can get some more information about Global Hack Week's Day 3. Also, make sure that you're working on those challenges that we've got for y'all. Let me post that link again. So make sure y'all are clicking on this link and working on those challenges. They are very, very important, and they allow you to get all the things that you deserve for participating in our Global Hack Week. So definitely make sure to check out that link. And also another super important link, if you want to demo at GenAI Week, definitely fill out this link. What is demoing? Some of you might be asking. Great question. Demoing is where you present your project to people. So sometimes we do that at the Global Hack Week Day recap streams. And it's basically where if you build a project during Global Hack Week, or if you just built a project elsewhere, you can demo your project. And I think it's super cool because all the community members and everybody else that's watching the stream gets to see this project that you built by yourself, which I think is super duper cool. So definitely make sure to submit that link if you've got a project that you want to demo and you want people to see and get more visibility about. It's really, really cool, and it's really amazing to get all that support for something that you created. Sorry about all the links, y'all, but they are really, really important to us and important for us to make sure that we're giving y'all the maximum return on your time here at Global Hack Week. So definitely make sure to fill out this link as well. This is our feedback link, and we really need y'all to fill this out after every stream and after the Global Hack Weeks as well, because we want feedback and we want to know what we can do to improve our streams, improve our Global Hack Week to make it even better for y'all. So if you could fill that out after this stream and after all the other streams that you attend, that would be great. Even if you're watching something recorded and you weren't watching it live, still fill out that feedback form. Definitely a great resource that we can use to make your experience at future Global Hack Weeks even better. So now I'm going to open up the floor to some Q&A just in case y'all had any questions. Don't feel pressured to ask anything, but if you do have any questions, please let me know. I would love to answer anything for y'all. I'll be on here for a couple more minutes and then I'm going to head out. So let me know if y'all have any questions. I'm going to play the music so we're not just awkwardly staring at each other, but let me know if y'all have any questions. But yeah, if anyone wants to talk about their experiences from Global Hack Week, Day 2, if anyone really liked to stream, really liked a specific streamers, way of talking, way of demonstrating, way of projecting, like that would be great to hear about, and then we can convey those to the streamers as well. That would be great to hear. Yeah, and if y'all are looking for something to do after this, we do have Ryan's Figma to Code workshop coming up at 12 p.m. CT. If y'all aren't in CT, that's about 42 minutes from now. So once this ends, in a little bit, Ryan will start again. But I'm basically going to end this after, if any of y'all don't have any questions, this is the last slide. So feel free to let me know. I think I'll stay on till 11:20, so 2 more minutes if y'all have any questions. But if you don't, definitely make sure you text in the Discord if something comes up later. Yay! Glad to hear from Aviolax that every session has been super fun and engaging. They're picking up new tools, which is super great. Great to hear. That's the purpose of these streams. That's why we do Global Hack Week, to help our community, to help y'all get more technically versed, and to learn some more skills that you could use in your life, in your personal projects, at your hackathons, honestly, anything that you want to do. So great to hear that. Love hearing engaging comments. Ooh, Evil John 991 asks, how do I find teammates for the hackathons? Great question. So once you register for a hackathon, sometimes specific hackathons will have team building events at the event. So like after the opening ceremony, they'll gather all the people without a team in a room and they'll be like, okay, like we're going to do team building events. Sometimes hackathons have those, but some might not. Some hackathons also have like a Discord channel specifically once you've been accepted, or like a communication platform where you can find more team members. People will usually post there and be like, hey, like I'm blank. I'm like Bob from like Bob High School, Bob University, and I study computer science. Like my tech stack is like blah blah blah. Looking for a team, looking for a project. If anyone's interested, just let me know. So usually people will post that too to try to get teammates that way. And you can also just reach out to individual people if you know specific people that are going to the hackathon and you would like to be teammates in. Another question from Augustin. Okay, I can't read that, but Augustin is what I'm going to shorten it to. Says, could you explain what are the points we earn by checking in? Yes, if you check in, you get a lot of different points and you can use those. Sorry, y'all. Computer, and that reloaded the whole stage. Sorry about that. I'm having crazy technical difficulties today. But I was answering, I think, Augustin's question about the points you earn from check-in. And yes, you do earn points from checking in. Really important that y'all check into all of our events. These points, I think, can be I think they're like for survey entries. I'm not really sure. I can ask and get back to you. I think there are different purposes, but they definitely are very useful and you will need them. So make sure that you check in. It's honestly a really quick, easy check-in. You literally just have to click on the check-in button and you're spending all this time at this stream and you're learning all this really important information. So honestly, you might as well just check in while you're at it. And also, if anyone posted a question after Augustin, I didn't see it because I reloaded and exited. So if anyone posted after that, please repost. Ooh, okay. Wei asks, what's your favorite mini event? Ooh, I think Scribble.io is my favorite mini event because in COVID, that's all I used to play. It's a really good icebreaker, and it was a really great way to connect with like my classmates over Zoom. So that was really great. Scribble.io is definitely my favorite mini event. If y'all have any favorite mini events, definitely make sure to put it in the chat. I'd love to hear about it. And maybe I'll stop by at one of those mini events. I feel like I love playing the games. Quackers and Cheese says points are fun for comparing with friends. Yes, exactly. Glad you understand that. And Jaro Studs 34 says that as well. Really good. Yeah, points are really great for competing with friends. If y'all have any other friends that are in Major League Hacking or come to these global hack weeks, you can show off the amount of points that you have because that means that you stayed for the entire event and you learned something really cool, whether it be a technology or a programming language or something like that. So definitely really, really great to earn points. And also, if your friends aren't in Global Hack Week or Major League Hacking, then you can just flex on them nonstop all the time because they're not even showing up to these streams that you have so many points from. Wei says Wikipedia races are my favorite. Yes, I honestly don't know what that is, and I haven't seen that yet, so I've got to stop by at some point because I don't know what that is. And yes, Abulux asked, how do you check your points? Quackers and Cheese is right. They are in your daily email that's sent daily to you in whatever email you use to sign up for the Major League Hacking streams. So make sure you check out that daily email. Your points are listed there, and you can get a daily check-in on how many points you have for that. And I know I said I would stop at 11:20, but the questions kept coming in, and I love that. So I think I might wait until 11:30 and see if any other additional questions run in, because I'd love to answer anything that y'all have. Obviously, you can always post in the Discord, but it's just easier answering when you're live with somebody else. Mushin G. Mose back again. Points are important if you plan to apply for the MLH Fellowship. That's true. They are very, very beneficial if you apply for the MLH Fellowship. So if you're interested in that opportunity, definitely make sure that you're checking into your events and getting the points that you need. Definitely very important for that. Evil John 991 says, how many people are required for this hackathon? So this isn't a hackathon. This is our Global Hack Week. This is like a really, really nice week full of events where we teach technical skills and programming languages and also just have like general streams about technology. This isn't a hackathon. Hackathons are usually like events where you program and you build a project with teammates. If you're talking about the people required in a team, typically it can be anywhere from 1 to 4, but that depends on the event that you go to and the specific rules at your event. But yeah, this isn't a hackathon. This is just a really great educational platform that y'all can gain new skills from. But yeah, let me put the music a little bit louder so we're not just awkwardly staring. You can talk about anything that y'all would like to. It doesn't have to be a Q&A. If y'all just want to talk about like a really interesting stream that you did or that you went to, or a really fun mini event that you want to see come back again, definitely let me know. We've got a lot of people watching, so if you've got any questions or want to say anything in the chat, definitely feel free. I think I might end soon if nobody has any other questions. So. But honestly, don't worry. You can always ask questions in the Discord. We have really, really great staff and people that are working to answer those questions for you. No worries. Okay, actually, I don't think any other questions are going to come in. I'm going to give y'all one more minute, and then if y'all have any last-minute questions, I'd definitely love to answer them. But if no questions, I don't want to keep y'all here for longer than necessary. Definitely go take a break, get some lunch, take a quick nap before the next stream. We've got our next one, like I said before, coming up at 12 p.m. CT with Ryan, and it's Figma. So very, very interesting workshop that y'all should definitely go to. Ooh, okay, ooh, let me turn down the music. We've got some more questions. SPD Green says, just tuned in. Is it too late to start this week? No, absolutely not. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is never too late to start a global hack week. We already started our day one, and we actually just started our day two. So you are not too late. You just missed day one. But you're here for day two, and that's all that matters. Also, just a really, really fun note, nothing is like you didn't miss anything. All of our videos are recorded on YouTube and Twitch. So make sure you can watch those back if you would like to. We post all of our stream announcements in the Discord, and also we have a schedule online so you can see what you missed yesterday and take a look at that and watch those videos if you're interested in learning more about any of those technologies. It's never too late to start a global hack week, and you can always keep checking in for these events. In fact, you can go ahead and check in for this one right now. Let me go and find that. Actually, I think I lost it, but yeah, you can check in for that. I think you have to check in at the specific link for each event. It's in the Discord, so if you go ahead and check out the Discord for the Global Hack Week Day 2 announcement, you can go ahead and check in for this one. Let me actually see if I can get that one. I think I can. Yeah, I can. Perfect. Yeah, this is checking in for this specific stream. So definitely make sure to check in for that. And then I see someone, Evil John 991 says, who reviews the demos that are submitted? Definitely, I think we have a team of, I want to say people at Major League Hacking that are reviewing these demos and picking these demos for live demos. So we've definitely got a really, really important, really technical team reviewing these demos. They're going to hackathons really frequently. They've got a lot of technical skills, so they are the ones reviewing the demos. You've probably seen some of them streaming at some point. Okay, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. If there aren't any more questions, I'm gonna give like a quick, like last 2 seconds, like maybe a 30-second, like just in case anyone has anything, because I see a lot of questions coming in when I say I'm about to leave. Oh, hi, Kim. Hello. Glad you found some use, Augustin. Always happy to stream for y'all. Okay, I think I'm going to end it here. But if y'all have any other questions, just reach out in the Discord or ask any other questions at tomorrow's Global Hack Week stream, day 3. Glad y'all enjoyed it. Hope y'all found some value. Make sure you check out day 2 streams. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Bye.